Welcome in, everybody, to ARMA Team League Season 3. Final week, beginning very shortly. With you tonight is Veggie and Cheez.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Good to have you. Yeah, so we'll get right into it because we'll have the game starting in about 4 minutes or so. Gonna bring up the stats here. So pretty much the same as last week. I mean, I was with you guys last week. AU and SW sort of did manage to stick that lead. They're pretty much unlikely to be catchable, but obviously not mathematically at this stage. But they're pretty much safe for top 8, you'd assume. On the other end, the Golden Tune, it's gonna be rough. Technically not mathematically eliminated, but they need big finishes from all their games tonight, and then other results to go their way and tomorrow. Same with Janken Run. It's a bit easier for Itchy Fingers and Up to make it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think realistically, maybe 5th to 11th is up for grabs. Yeah. If something went really bad for Tile Dreaming, they could drop out, and just like you said, for Itchy Fingers, quite a bit of luck in their games. Because even just all firsts might not be enough.
Yeah.
Like, you need some really good firsts.
You need some really good firsts, and you need teams above you to specifically not win, and then also probably to specifically lose. So yeah, it's hard, but you know, you kind of want to go into your games giving your best performance regardless. You know, just in case. But
so the games we are spectating this week, we like balancing it between trying to pick out the teams that are around that middle section and fighting for the top 8, but also spectating some of the players that we haven't watched that much.
Yeah, so we'll be watching Game 1 first, and then Game 3 second tonight. So yeah, like Cheez said, sort of his teams around the cutoff with a couple of the players we haven't seen as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'll bring up the lobby now. The games are all underway. And we'll be joining them shortly. Yeah, no, looking forward to it. We saw some really good games last week, I think.
I did manage to catch them.
Yeah, no, it was kind of crazy. There was a lot of matches that would stay very close until the very end. Just like the point situation. Like, even though a lot of hands are being like thrown around like Hanchans and stuff like that, it'd always be sort of spread out over all the players. So it ended up usually going into South 4 with, you know, at least the top 3 positions to play for. It's really cool. Okay, so I'm looking forward to more of that, especially with this table. We've got some very strong players on this table. Oh, I have the wrong scene up. There we go.
Yeah, so Unifan 70 is the actual uni, right? I believe.
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And they are from Team Unifan Club, sitting at 7th place. In the South seat, we have
put up the positions, huh?
FZS from Team Run Devil Run. He is 4th on the individual standings right now. We have Liba from Team Itsuanko, who is sitting in 8th place, so also fighting to stay in the top 8. And then Snowy RNG from Team Urasan, and the team's in 5th place, and Snowy is 9th on the individual standings. So, like you said, some good players here, as well as from teams fighting to stay in the top 8.
Sorry, just quickly updating
So the game started. We have Dora 2 so, which no one is currently holding.
Yep. No.
5 so draw for Snowy was really good, putting him into an Ishan 10. If he can draw the 7 pin, he would have a 3-sided weight.
Yeah.
No pin food since he is the North Sea.
Unfortunate. I think you take the Sun Mahjong anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Lieber did manage to pick up a 2 so, but yeah, sort of just hanging in the hand right now.
Ooh, 2 so for Snowy, but he chooses to get rid of it, keeping that maximum
Just going for max speed.
tempo chance. Yep.
Oh.
He could pawn this north, which he does, taking the tempo on the Hanchans 7 pin for north Aka 1.
Yeah.
1 of 7 pin in Lieber and FZS's hand, which don't appear, will come out soon. And Unifan 70 will also want a 7 pin. So at the moment, it looks like Snowy will have to hope to draw it himself.
Yeah. Can't imagine either of the other two releasing their 7 pins unless they try to defend against something.
Well, 7 man draw for FZS progresses his hand, but now if he does draw 4 pin, pretty sure that 7 pin will come out.
Yeah. That the shape upgrade, I guess, made it a little bit more risky. A bit more dangerous rather.
Ooh, 3 pin draw. Choosing to get rid of the 8 man because he is free 10 on the 9 man, and he can still draw a 6 man and throw away the 2 man. So
Yeah.
that's a good choice.
Oh, that's just
Oh.
saved him. Yep. FZS.
Good pawn for tempo.
Boom. Yeah, I
Does.
like that a lot. What weight do we go for? We go for the 4 so.
リーチ
Ooh, tempo for Lieber, winning on the Kanchan 3 so for Ricci Dora 1.
Dora 1. Nasty Ricci Suji trap.
Yeah, 2 3 so's left for Lieber, and 1 4 so left for FZS.
And the 1 so doesn't feel all that comfortable to throw here.
There aren't that many Suji discarded by Lieber, but the 1 so would deal into the 2 3 so shape, which includes Dora. So electing to play it safe. But the 7 pin comes out from Lieber, dealing into Snowy's Aka 1.
Aka 2 in the end.
Aka 2?
Yep.
Aka 2.
Managed to pick up an extra one just before the end. It picked up the Aka 5 pin to change out the the weight to
the 6 8 pin. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to East 2, Snowy pawns to Chun, probably looking towards a Pinzu Honitsu.
Yep. Pretty straightforward for Snowy, I think.
Ooh, it's a good 4 pin draw. Meanwhile, Unifan has 2 Aka and decent shapes to work out of.
Yeah. This is workable.
Not too much going on for our dealer. No Doras, not that great shapes.
Nah, they've got a bit of work to do. Would have liked to have seen Snowy push more aggressively for the Onitsu.
Dropping the heart, so I guess is fine since one's already out, but the West is his own seat win. And
Yeah.
you would think that the other players would throw them out if they had one in their hand, so you could make the read that they are still in the wall for you to pick up.
Hmm. It's a good... Unifen's managed to progress the hand to perhaps have a Sanshoku as well. We need to find another pair, but...
Hmm. Tuso draw would be really good because then they could have like Pinfu, Tanyao, potential Sanshoku,
Yeah.
or even 3-so, I guess.
Yeah, they've
Would be
got
good.
quite a few options. Being said, the 4-pin is one left in the wall, so... I find it a little bit difficult.
So Snowy had to break apart a round, and he's choosing to throw away the 3-4 pin, even though the 3-4 man is 3-10. He does see all the 2 pins, so I guess he didn't like that shape and thought it was more likely that he could maybe chi back the 2-5 man or draw it himself, which he did. Now he's Tenpai on the 6-9 pin.
Sumo.
And Sumo.
Yeah. Good only, but we'll take the points regardless.
Mhm.
He's free. 5 Mandora, and Unifen does have the Arca in a completed Rianman already, and another 2 completed
And 2,
Rianmans.
three completed Mensus and a Rianman. So
Yep, just looking for a pair here, and you got a nice Richi Dora to Pinfu. Wait.
yep.
Our dealer also has a nice potential hand brewing.
Yeah, when I first saw the hands get dealt out, it looked a bit awkward. He did have 2 Doras, but with a pair of the South and West. I was wondering what he was going to do.
Hmm.
But his hand did progress quite nicely since then.
Had have probably got a choice. It could have maybe pivoted towards a Chitoy hand, but I don't know. I feel like you want more value with this.
The most efficient would have been the 5-man Dora.
Yeah,
He's keeping
just in
things
case.
more open.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Tenpai, yep.
Waiting on the 5-8 pin. 4 left in the wall.
It's not too bad at all.
Ooh,
And
4-pin draw for Lever, but
so yeah, now again, ideally you probably want to drop the 5-man, but now you've got a Richi on the table.
he might drop the shot? No, he'll push the 6 now.
Half Suji, but yeah. It's not all that comfortable either. And he's pushed that
Okay.
2-man, yep.
Well, he does see 3-1-man, so
Yeah, it's not too
doesn't
bad.
lose too much. Yeah.
Picks up the 4-pin, but he can cut the west pair.
Ooh, potential Sanshoku.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 5 and 8 pins are getting drawn by both SZS and Snowy. So now there are only 2 left.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
Cheez.
that's nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice chi for Liba. Waiting on the 5-8 but can only wait on the 5 for the Sanshoku.
1
Oh, oh, oh!
Oh,
my
my god!
So, Snowy did get Tenpai. He could have taken the 369 so wait, but he would have been 310, so he elects to take the 3608, starting the 8 so. Unifan then drew the Aka 5 so, which would have dealt into Libe, but he is temporary 310 because of the 8 so drop by Snowy. Oh, and now Libe draws an 8 pin.
That's so unfortunate.
That's a disciplined fold though.
Yeah, it's a really good fold by Lieber here.
There is a small chance he can get back into Tenpai. He can cheat us.
Cheez.
Oh,
You got there, yeah, nice. Redemption.
yeah, that was quite the spicy hand that went on there.
Yeah, I think that's probably the first time I've watched somebody get screwed by temporary Furitan. I've definitely had it happen to me, but yeah.
Libo would have been like, oh my god, when that Aka 5 so came out. Would have been Sanshoku Dora 3.
Yep. Title deal among gun.
So, Unifan again waking up with a quite monster hand.
Yeah. Really nice shapes. 2 Arca, like it's everything you could want really. I'm gonna see.
Oof.
That's good.
Is Shanten for potential Tanya pin for Sanshoku Aka 2?
Yep. Snowy also quite a good hand.
Now Ishanten. Ryanman Champon.
Yep.
Cheez.
Could have cut the 5-man instead and try to get Ipeko on the 619-man draw, but maybe he was eyeing the potential 4-5-6 if he draws a 4-man.
Yeah, it could be.
We did see quite the aggressive Chi from Liba. I
Yeah.
think he is going for that Tanya, trying to pick up the 2300, but is now reliant on the 6-pin. Which isn't that bad because 3 of the 9 pins were already out, so...
Snowy did manage to complete the other Ryanman. Didn't find the Sanshoku, but Richie, Pinfu, Dora 1, and Tanya.
Somewhat surprised that
No, Tanya, sorry.
Unifan didn't choose to Chi and take Tenpai, considering that someone else is already Tenpai. But I think he's greeting for more value.
Yeah, like you wake up with this now. You know, you've just been waiting here for this Tenpai to come, and it just hasn't.
So SZS could have taken an Ishanten, but electing not to. There was an early 2-pin from Snowy, so you would expect the 1-pin to deal in less often of the time.
Yeah. At the same time, you can only see the 1-2 pin.
Maybe he
Yeah.
also thought that the 4-7 pin wasn't too safe. But Had he pushed, he could have been 10-5 for Tanyao Takame Sanshoku. So 3-0 draw from Unifan. That's the 2-man. FZS back into Ishanten, quite the wide Ishanten. 5-8 pin to 5-8, so.
Yep. Dora by Feliba would deal into a Tonki weight.
No, never mind.
Wrong.
Oh, and the 8-pin deals into FZS, who did get into Jumbai.
Just in time.
So Tanyao turns into 4,600 with all those bonus.
Yeah, no. Yeah. More than happy with that, I think. Feel for Unifan, that hand has never managed to get there.
But
He's got
once
another
again,
one, yeah.
he is given quite the decent hand, is Ishanten. And can upgrade to a Pinfu with many, many tiles.
Yeah, he's got door acceptance. He's got
Ipeiko, he's got Tanya, he's got
this
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Choosing not to maximize his Ishanten.
Yeah, I can understand that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Liba through the south early, but is now holding on to a bunch of terminals.
Maybe he was like playing with the idea of potentially getting a normal hand, but I'm not sure what his draws were, but they probably weren't that good, and I think he evaluated his hand as too bad to play at all.
Cheez.
Yeah.
Oh, so we see this time Unifan
Yeah.
taking the call for Tempa.
Tanya Dora won, but brings it back to his dealership.
And make sure first doesn't get any more ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's an 8-man.
He might push this because he just pushed one. Well, he just didn't push it, he just discarded it, but...
Well, 1-man wouldn't deal in. Yeah, that's a safe 2-pin. I think he's just folding at this point.
Yeah. I think at this point, you know your Kokushi is probably not coming.
Hmm, 4-pin draw for FZS. Has to decide what to cut. He chooses to cut the 4-pin back. He is 310 on the 3-pin. Is now Ishanten.
Ishanten with 2 Aka.
Not taking the widest Ishanten because there is a 5-6-7 Sanshoku chance.
So it looks like Liba will be going for a Chanter at the end of all this. Although they did end up passing up the 7-pin.
Will they punt? No. But they anchor up the pay anyways.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, Hatsu was live, but he does cut it.
2 Tenpais.
Yeah. FZ is on the Hanchans 6 so, which is 2 left, and Libe on the Penchant 7 man, which is 1 left.
Yes.
And Unifan
Still on the same Sharper.
has 1 5 man as well, which just gets drawn by Snowy.
7 could come
And
out
he is
here.
Tempai, but will he cut the 7 man for the Sananko chance?
Yeah.
4
Yeah, he does, and deals into the Libe. For Pei Chanta, you wouldn't have thought that out of all the 4 hands that Libe was going to win that one.
I assume they probably didn't think the same. Yeah, no. They managed to just sort of draw what they needed, and looks like they picked up what they needed with this high buy as well.
It was quite a nice balance, right? Because they drew the isolated 8 man and then broke their 1-2 pin Penchant, but still managed to get back into Chanta.
Yeah, no, just it all came together. Very nice. Now you're passing up the first Chun. Boom. That does take the second. I remember.
Surprised he passed up the first one. Could have gone straight for a Toy Toy. 1 pin, 1 so are really nice pairs to have.
Yeah, for these kinds of toy hands, if you do go for them, yeah, those are what you want. Now they might just be stuck with another Chunnomi.
Meanwhile, Ishan 10 for Unifan. Tanya.
Yeah.
Maybe Adora.
Shanten for Liebe also. Boom.
And Unifan takes Tempai, winning on the Kanchan 7 pin, which says 3 left.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Boom. FSZ will use theirs, they draw 1.
And Snowy is also Tempai, winning on the 258 so. 6 left, I believe. 2 of each. Oh,
Yeah.
Arca 5 so. This time the Arca 5 so deals in.
Yeah. Luckily, it was cheap. You hate to see your Arcas come out and they just instantly get run. It's a terrible feeling.
Gonna be quite the exciting ending to this game, considering right now no one's above 30k.
Yeah, and this is what I was sort of saying before. Like, this is sort of how all the games last week sort of felt. Boom. We haven't seen sort of any big monster hands be converted yet, but just very tightly fought match.
Ishan 10 for Unifan, but can upgrade by using the Dora.
Yeah, and you've just lost your last dealership. I mean, again, the points is pretty close, but you'd like to use a Dora when you have it.
And ideally pick up Tanyao along the way. Ooh.
So that is a 10. No, it's not quite a 10 by. No, not quite, but yeah.
Could have cut 4 pin for the mat, like 6 mana obviously the max Ishan 10. 4 pins like halfway, and then 9 pins like I want Tanya.
Guess it does leave them with the opportunity to...
Oh!
That's the Dora.
Doesn't reaching. but doesn't reach him.
Yeah. Might be hoping for Pinfu?
I don't think that's
But-
gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Each.
And Tamagi Richie, for no reason, to
the sim-
Apatsumo, let's go!
Yep, this wall manipulation.
Cheez approved.
Ooh, unlucky.
Okay, never mind. So Liba is Ishan 10.
Yeah, they've had this sort of.
Oh,
This-
good pawn. Yep.
Okay. They've been sitting on that Manzu shape for a while.
No.
Here comes the free immediately. Couldn't quite upgrade it at all, and yeah, this ended up resulting to opening, taking the Tanyao, and taking the points.
Yeah, if he hadn't pawned, he would have drawn the 6-man for Tenpai, unlike Richie Pin for Chudora.
Yeah.
But oh well. This hand here from Unifan, 2 Aka, and completed Mensu and quite a few roundmen, so
Yep. They've had quite nice high pies, and they've just been unable to cash in on them.
yeah. Like, this could be Sanako. If you draw like a 6 or 7, so you could drop the 9 pins. Once again, very flexible.
Yeah. Sananko Ishanten now.
Oh, wait, that doesn't help at all.
Nah, it looks nice, but
Oh.
that's
Like, or a 9 pin.
well, there's a world in which you can. I don't know. I would have gone for the Sananko, but I'm greedy.
I think he got baited the same as I did when I saw the 4-man draw. It's like, oh, that's helpful, right? Look at this Manzu shape. Ishan 10 for Liber.
Yeah, looking for a Ipeiko Dora 1.
Nora, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we're not Pinfu as well. Probably.
Each.
Oh, and Tenpai for Unifan, waiting on 3-6 pin for Richie Tanya Akatu.
Don't.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, and comes out straight from Snowy. Richie apart to Tanya Akatu, no Uro to make it a Hanuman, but considering that this is now South 4, that Mangan is massive.
Yep. That's exactly what they're looking for. And even, again, this high pie, they can quickly shut down this match if they want. No, no 30k points needed here. We just... I mean, they'd get it regardless, but yeah. Either cutting Dora Yakuhai early. Their hand, has options here.
Home.
Maybe just want to get it out of the way. West comes, Unifan immediately grabs it. It is valueless, but they do still have the Hatsu. Looks like they'll be also trying to probably pick up the chance to go with it.
Yep, but now they're able to call, just take a Tenpai for Huts only.
Yeah.
And keep that first place.
Each.
Ooh, but Tenpai for Snowy, waiting on the 2-5 pin for Richie only.
Richie only, but you've seen someone just call twice. You want to keep your dealership.
Yep.
And
But that 7-so did give Tenpai to Unifan, waiting on the 6-9 pin.
yeah.
which there are 6 left. It's quite scary having to shove everything while you're first place against the last place healer.
Yeah, no, very bold play.
But you have to sort of think about if you win this, you basically lock first. So
Yeah.
winning gives you first, and then if you deal in or if they sumo, who knows what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not too bad. You see Tudora. You see none of the Arca yet, but you know, maybe if you deal in it, hopefully just cheap.
Technically Ishanten for... No, never mind. Wait, yes, technically Ishanten for people.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Yeah. Doesn't have too many save tiles. The 9 comes out from Snowy, dealing to Hatsunomi and giving Unique Man first place.
Yeah, but the bold push did manage to work out. So yeah, great to see for them. Much needed points again. Pretty much all these teams are sitting on the cutoff, so the point situation is just really, at this point, kind of grabbing anything you can. But the first place is just, they matter so much more. Oh, sorry, one sec. Apparently, I forgot to mute my Steam.
Oh no.
I always forget what the bloody wall settings are in this mode.
Welcome, Uni. Congrats on first place.
Oh, thank you.
How was the game?
It's fun.
It was fun. Why was it fun?
It's fun because almost anyone could have the game. Like, I won a hand when winning any hand could win me the game, but if I didn't, it would just went on.
Yeah, we mentioned that how in like South 2, no one was above 30k and anyone could win. But then in South 3, you managed to get that nice Mangan
Yeah.
and sealed it off with a Hatsu only in South 4.
I felt like he had a good hand and just wanted to push. So I really felt for him because if his hand wasn't good enough to push, he probably would not have dealt in. Rip.
Oh, on the Mangan into you.
He's like 1 away from Tang Yao. Oh. Yeah, that has to hurt.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward for them.
He could potentially get Sang Uncle, like 3 concealed sets, I think, on 2 2와, 하지마, 하치핑, 량소가.
Yeah.
Such a good hand.
Yeah.
So let's rewind back to the first 9-pin discard on this hand.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Then 5. So you drew this 4-man, or what were you thinking when you cut the 9-pin?
I have 2 Doras. I just really want to win the hand, and if I needed to get in a Richie, then I'm either going to have a really awkward wait on 5-pin or 3 of soldier. So instead of going the long way, I could drop in Ukeire for a bit, but go for potentially Tang Yao or use the really wide weight on Manji instead. The other good candidate would be to deal the 5 of pins here, and if I get 3 or 6 of pins, then I could reach on Sanso or Kyupin, but that is really risky in my opinion. And with this score situation, I really wanted to make use of the 2 Doras.
Okay.
Yep.
Like if this was East 3, I would actually not cut the 9 of pins, but this was South 3, so I had to do it.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah.
And then we go to South 4, because I think most of the early, like the rest of this Hanchan was pretty normal. So let's go to when Snowy reaches.
Which was
No, a bit earlier.
Yeah. Boom.
So obviously, you call. Oh wait, we can stop on the
Oh,
actual,
yeah.
actually the first call. So,
The first call, yeah.
um,
So you take
so-
the west here.
yeah, what were you think? Like, what was your plan when you pawned the west?
If I did not take the pawn, there is always a chance that if there was another west remaining, I could have taken it earlier. But that was not an option, sadly. So I could either skip it, and the west will either be the head, or I'll have to cut it early, or eventually. Or I could cut it now, and since in my hand I have like 6 blocks, right? 1, 3, 1, これ, this is the first block, and then 7, 7, 8, this is the second block, and then 7, 8 of pins, the third block, and then the fourth block in Sozi. I have like 6 blocks here.
Yeah.
So if I have to deal one eventually, I might as well use the west.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Yep.
So I took it, and I could
Boom.
then either cut the 1 or the 3 of Manzi, or the 8th and 9th of Sozi. And I decided in this field that my left player has cut 5 of Manzi, so I could maybe use the 1 and 3 of Manzi that would come out of him with a higher realistic chance, rather than using the potentially drawing a 4 of Manzi to change it to a better weight. I could just rely on him to cut it for me, and cut instead of a usual game where the 8th and 9th of Sozi would have been the worst set. I decided to keep it instead, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. Yeah.
And then you also have the Sanshoku. You don't have to rely on the
Boom.
Hatsu to come out, right?
It has a pretty good potential to change into a variety of things. If I
Yeah.
don't need the Yakuhai on Hatsu, I could just take the Sanshoku.
Yep. But in this hand, you did end up getting the Hatsu, so we pawn
amazing.
and yep.
I was
and
so
then,
happy here.
Yeah, I would be, because this gives you the most flexibility in your hand, because now you have a Yaku.
If I
Yeah.
win, I win, and that condition is cleared.
Yep. So then I think we just move one turn more,
Eat.
and then Snowy re-cheese, and then you chi.
Yep.
Your Tenpai, how scared are you fighting against this last place
And
dealer
I'm
re-cheese?
actually so scared. You have no idea. But I have no safe style.
Yeah.
So I had to go.
You cut the 8 ban, which is, it's Suji, that's not too bad, but then you get
But
the
then we have to cut everything.
yeah.
It was shaking at this point, but I had to cut it.
Yep.
Yep. But we agreed it's the right thing to do, because like you said, when you win this hand, you get your first place. If you dealt in or if they sumo, you still don't know what's gonna happen. So it's not the worst case scenario.
As long as it's not Mangang, the game will continue.
Yeah.
You never know if he just gets like Uratu.
Well, the game would continue anyways, because
of
the
the
game can't
settings,
end.
yeah.
Yeah, the game can't end until his dealership's over. So you would always have the chance to come back and make some points back if you dealt into the worst case scenario. But in this particular hand, you did get the 9 pin in the end and locked in that first place.
The Mahjong gods smiled on me. I'm so glad.
Yeah, in the end, yeah. Well, no, well played. I mean, yeah, it was close up until pretty much until the end, and yeah, no, it was well played by you. Secured the points. Your team is probably really happy to get those.
Yeah, we're so happy because we're on like 9th place before this game, I think.
Yeah.
So we're on the border between surviving and being eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good first place. Good start to the final week of this cut off to the top 8.
Everyone
Alright.
played well, I just got lucky.
Well, that's all you need.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. I had so much fun this game compared to like the last few games where I was like top and then fell to the 4th and then rise up to the 2nd. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nicer to just sort of just manage to close out a nice cleaner game like this, rather than the wildly swinging point games and things like that have been happening recently.
Such an amazing games.
Yeah.
Alright. Congrats on your first place.
Thank you,
good
and
luck
thanks for your
to your
time.
team for
Yay!
the rest of the 4 games this week.
Thank you.
No worries. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Yay!
Alright, so I believe that at this stage this game has finished. We can catch the final couple minutes if you want, or we can just cut away to a break until the next game start. How you feeling?
We could just hop in. Why not?
Alrighty.
To see the very end.
Very, very end of this. Cut that off there. Oh my god, I've left everything open.
Facebook notifications,
Yeah.
everything.
So yeah, South 4. Looks like Reika, isn't it? Reika managed to run away with this game.
Go.
Oh, and we literally see the very end where Hapon runs a 4-pin for Tanya Akatu and manages to overtake HOA.
Unlucky, yeah. Lucky for HOA. You hate to lose a match like that. But yeah, Reika, so this is double check here. So we're at the top. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these teams. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Tanya Sensation. Yeah, I mean they were pretty much in third or second from memory, so.
Yeah, I believe third, and then that first place right there launched them into second.
Yeah.
We can pull up the standings.
Oh yeah, you can do that here. Here we go. Standings. There we are. So yeah, after the first games, the Unistar fan club managed to secure. I think they were 7th at the start, from what I had written.
I think they were 8th, and they
were...
overtook Itzu Anko in that Hanchan just there.
But yeah, nice little buffer for them to fall out of top 8 now. You need to drop beneath minus 58. So you know, it's probably at least 2 losses for any of the bottom teams. Yeah.
So UW and Junkin Tsumo were on a break this Hanchan, so neither of them played. If a team did get a first place this Hanchan, so shooting them to negative 101, so definitely now in quite contention for the top 8.
Yeah, it's been shifting pretty much constantly since like the last 2 or 3 weeks. I think every team from 10th up to about 5th or 4th place have been fighting over these last couple positions.
Yeah, and then if we look at the teams above the cutoff, who weren't in the Hanchan that we watched, Mangasaurus got a 2nd, so still keeping up there quite nicely. But Urasan, we watched them get a 4th in the Hanchan, and Tal Dreaming got a 3rd. So slowly creeping down. Hopefully it doesn't get too much more worse for them.
Yeah, I think they lost, was it about 150 points last week, Tal Dreaming. It was kind of rough.
Yeah, it was. I think it used to be AUNSW Wanderers, Tal Dreaming, and Urasan in the top 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Tal Dreaming and Urasan have slipped down since then.
Yeah, it's been... last couple of weeks have been wild. But alright, we'll grab a 10-minute break here. I'm assuming the games are starting on the hour.
Yep.
Yep, so we'll be back with you guys in 10 minutes. If I bring up the BRB screen, there we go. Start the timer, and we'll see you soon. Alright, we are back. Thank you for waiting. Looks like all the games are just about to all be fired up. Our game did manage to start first, I believe, so will be earlier than normal. So yeah, this game will be featuring... Oop, turn on my players and teams. There we go. Hey, why is there a space there? There shouldn't be a space there. So I put the points on as well. Yeah, very good. So that we have an idea, just at a glance, of where the players and teams are sitting. So we've got the FA team and Junkan Ron, who are both, and UW, who are all just under the cutoff. Junkan Ron's is a bit further behind, but again, I mean, not mathematically eliminated, but it will be a bit tough for them to close the gap at this point. Regardless, we'll like to see how they play and wish them all the best. But yeah, definitely the FA team and UW will be keeping a close eye on. They'll be looking for strong first from here on out, typically. That way you don't need to rely too much on the teams above you dropping points. Meanwhile, yeah, Aeromegasaurus up in 6th, obviously by no means safe. We'll be looking to try and secure some more points to make themselves safe.
And definitely avoid the worst case scenario for if they can.
Yeah. You don't need to push too hard because, you know, I mean, you are in the top 8, but you don't want to let yourself fall to last and just sort of drop points you didn't need to.
The thing with our format is, even though you do make the top 8, there's only another 8 games until you get the top 4.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you might just want to get the points because, you know, dropping out at the bottom 6 or dropping out in the top 8, it's not really that different. Just you get to play a couple more games.
That's true.
So if you really want to go for the glory, then go for those points.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you do want as many points as you get because you are gonna lose a whole bunch once we go to the next rounds. But you don't need to push for Yakuman's every hand like some of the, you know, the lower ranked teams.
Game should be starting soon.
Any a minute now. Yeah.
So our starting dealer with South Dora, one in each of Nazo, LMD, and Weeaboo's hand.
Yeah, looking for the last one for a pair at this stage for everybody, I assume. It'd be unfortunate. Well, not so much. If Nazo draws one, it's not that unlikely for someone to drop one to go for more speed.
I think most likely is Weeaboo's going to drop it pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then the rest will probably follow.
And here it goes. But unfortunately, Nazo hasn't had the chance to pair those up. Yeah, but I imagine then you'll see LMDs come out pretty shortly as well.
They might both keep it because their hand isn't that great that they'll cut the Dora, so they might just wait and see if they can pair it up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the more ideal scenario for LMD, especially. But like
Ooh,
so.
speaking of which,
There you go. Now they
Nako
give,
for Honitsu.
yeah, Honitsu, which is a lot more tempting now you've got yourself the Dora Bear.
Yeah, if that out comes out from Nazo, that is going to be a Honitsu Dora 4 with that Arca to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 6-pin draw for Weeaboo puts him into Ishan 10 for... Oh wait, no, never mind.
Not quite.
I thought that
but,
1-2-man was a pair of something.
Yeah, well now it is.
Oh, and now.
Feel like I would have preferred to see the 2 come out just in case you pick up the 5-pin.
Yeah, I think the 4-pin should have actually come out before the 8-pin.
Hmm.
But now with the 6-man draw, they do have Ipeco chance.
Yep.
Boom.
And the South eventually comes out from Nazo, pawned by LMD. He did also pair up the Hatsu as well.
Yeah,
So quite an expensive hand brewing over there.
one left in the wall, and it most likely will come out if it gets drawn.
Ishan 10 for our dealer as well, young, but no value. But you're the dealer, so
Yeah.
you'll take anything. That is Tenpai for Nazo. He does take it. Probably the Shan pawn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 1-pin 5, so
Ooh, and that's Tenpai for Ara. On the 1-4 pin. Interesting that they cut the Forcer.
Yeah, they were probably like, oh, it's Nakasugi. Just completely figured the 7-7 safe, but yeah. So both of these guys waiting on the 1-pin. There is one left, so if it does come from Weeaboo or LMD,
Oh, I think it's coming out.
we'll go to the dealer, like so.
Oh, or 3.
No referee. And that
I
no value
jinxed it
dealer.
when I said
yeah.
no value. Yeah, but no value deal.
It's like watching Jay's hand games last week. I think he hit Ura 4 and Ura 3 in the same Hanchans.
Yes.
So, yeah. No value. Oh, never mind. There's the value. Well, title dealer Mangan to start off our Hanchan. So again, Ara 9th place for their team right now. They would love a very strong first here to put themselves well into the top 8. That's a good start. Nazo here, Ipeco chance would like to obviously try and make use of this Arca they've picked up, but it doesn't fit into the hand immediately.
Yeah. Does need a pair, so
But yeah.
like 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, any of those will do. So I think you cut the 3-pin here and take the Ishan 10 and hope you draw the 4-0.
Yep.
We saw a 6-man pawn from Weeaboo. Probably has to go for Tanya.
Yeah. Feels a bit aggressive for the hand they've got. Just, yeah. Nah, I don't see... they could get an Itsu, but yeah.
Probably not.
Probably
Actually,
not, but yeah. So we're gonna see the...
yeah.
Surely we're gonna see the... No? Okay.
Oh. Not a big fan.
It's... Yeah, I would have just gone for the speed.
Yes, you do get the Aka, but you lose Pinfu, so
That too, yeah.
you didn't trade much. And the one so did end up coming out from Weeaboo.
Mm-hmm. I understand, yeah, wanting to keep the 5, but like it's you're gonna have to. You're probably gonna have to draw this. Your discards up until now don't really indicate that anything around that Tuso is gonna be safe.
Well, Forso is Suji now.
It is Suji.
Maybe it's just like Aka flow, where if you chuck the Aka at that point, you're just gonna have bad luck the rest of the Hanchan. So he like paid the price now. We're still trying to get the temp high.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of the 6-man pawn, because yeah, it's awkward now. You've got this situation where you kind of just want to fold.
Yeah, and he does choose to fold.
Yeah, our dealer was also Ishanten, but does also now choose to fold.
LMMD is temp high, or will he cut the 2-so? Oh, no, he takes the Dharma on the 2-4-so, which from his point of view, there's only one left. It's gonna be really awkward if they draw a like 3 or 5-so, I guess. Wonder what they'll do.
I can't imagine you chase, right? Have so little value. Oh, yeah, we're gonna find out.
I think they will because they are low. They are trying to get first, right?
Yeah,
So
I
every
suppose that's
opportunity that you are given to potentially win a hand.
true. This is even
Yeah.
Puritan.
Yep, he's gonna. Oh, he does take the free 10. I guess the 2-5-so weight is actually only the Aka 5-so left.
Yeah.
But the 1-4-so weight is only one extra tile from his point of view.
Mm-hmm.
It's free 10, but luckily they elected not to cut the 4-so.
Yeah. Did end up working out in the end.
Why do I feel like they're going to high take similar? Oh, that missed by one.
Your wall reading skills are far too powerful.
Alright, so LMD and Nazo in Tempai at the end.
Does move the dealership on.
So Ara here with the Chun pair and an Aka, quite nice shapes you can both work with and work off. And 4 pairs for LMMD. Wonder if they will pawn any of the tiles and go for Toy Toy or elect for Chi Toy instead.
I feel like I would like to see pawns.
Well, now I'm going for the Chi Toy.
Yeah. This Chitoi Ishanten you see them. They do have nice weights with the Hatsu and the Haku. Now you can even take the one so, but they choose not to. Sometimes you just get stuck in these Ishantens, and it feels so bad when you're already in last place. For me personally, anyway.
But we all know Hanuman is the shortcut. Chi Toy is the shortcut to Hanuman.
It is. You're looking for Dora though. Typically, from their point of view, none have come out.
The Ura.
The Ura.
Did you not just see
Richie Toy Ura too? Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, did you not see the cheap dealer and the
Speaking of Dora.
Oh, here for Nazo, still to Shanten, but can upgrade with many draws.
Yeah.
Ooh, that 5-man for Weeaboo puts him into Shanten.
Yeah, they can. Oh, that's.
Oh, and they draw the 3, so. It's tempo for the 1-4-man, but they are free 10. There are some draws
Yeah.
that can make them. Actually, are there? Not really.
an 8-man would put him into a different tempai, but you lose your Pinfu and your possible Ipeiko.
Right. I guess like if you draw the 8 pin, you can Richi and wait on the 2-5-8 man.
Yeah. Probably the best you're gonna get. You're sitting here in Puritan.
Yeah. I wouldn't really hate the 310 Richi.
I would have just gone
It's
for
like
it.
not the worst way.
Yeah.
But instead they do Sumo the 1 man or Sumo Pinfu. Whoa, this is a nice hand for Ara. Very, very flexible.
Yeah. This is full speed ahead for them. Meanwhile, Nazo, a lot of honor tiles. So try and pivot this hand towards some sort of a Hanitsu. And then obviously the outside chance at magic, but they need to be pretty lucky.
I do wonder if they'll like cut the 2 mans or if they'll just go for like Hatsu and then Dora 2 with like a Tontanki maybe. I don't know. Like if they really wanted to, they could have cheated that 4-pin there and cut away the 2 mans.
Yeah.
Alright, so they do choose to commit to the Hanitsu.
Tempai for dealer?
Yeah.
Not dealer, for Ara, sorry.
Kind of sad they didn't go for a closed hand.
Sumo.
But they did Sumo for Tanyao, Akawan. 501,000.
Yeah, you're already leading, so I mean, again, points are good, but being able to cash in on your quick cheap hand is also nice in some situations.
Okay, 9th so pawn for element B, needing that chun for Yaku.
Yeah, at this stage, with that, oh, there it comes.
Boom.
Yep. Now Roundman Ishanten. A better Ishanten. And then they're gonna pair up like the 4 or 5 one and then go for Toy.
It could happen. And I mean, at this stage, you probably want to. Your Chun Nomi is leaving a little bit to be desired at this stage.
Are really committing to that Dora, cutting the 6th man. Oh wow, LMD is actually going for the Toy. Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, keeping the 9-pin.
Well,
I guess from like.
You assume the dealer probably doesn't have one. Ara probably doesn't have any, unless they're paired, I guess. I mean, if he's that committed that he's breaking the 4-5 one, you'd want the tiles that are most likely to pair up.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose.
Keeping the 2 cut east over the 1 cut north, though.
Maybe they missed the fact it was 2 cut and they were hoping to pick up the extra points.
Also might have forgotten they were north seat.
Yeah.
That is Ishanten for Ara. Not
And
best though.
So you can reach waiting on the 8-man.
Each.
Now you're really sad that you cut the 6 man earlier because you would have both Panyao and Pinfu
Yeah.
as opposed to just the Dora.
Cheez.
And a better weight.
That's kind of the issue with these terminal doors is you want to use them, but often they just might end up losing value. They did find Toy Toy Tempai.
Yeah, they did have the option before the Cheetah 5 so and take Tempai against the Ricci, but it would only be only.
Yeah. And now Nazo also Tempai on the 2-pin.
So the 8-mon is now 1 left after we go through that. There's 1 2-mon. Oh, and the 8-mon came out because I was trying to see if I could see Nazo's discards through the score screen. Could have taken a 2-5 8-mon weight.
They did have
they cut the
7.
8-mon. Maybe they saw that early 6-mon from ARA.
Yeah, it could be. Makes
I
you
wonder.
sort of least suspect that they're still waiting on an edge weight. So I guess the 6-man cut did end up working out, and if that's the case.
Probably shift to a Tanyao here for ARA.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason not to.
Oh, very flexible now.
We'll probably end up losing the Dora, but that's okay.
Just pair it up.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be ideal. Looking around, it's gonna be a bit tough to have to find the last one. But nothing is impossible.
Nine pin draw for Nazo puts him into Ishan 10.
Yeah,
Both the Chuns are dead though, so
that's what I was just thinking. It's his hand is leaving a little bit to be desired. You're gonna wind up waiting on probably a Shabu with the Chuns, and you know, as you said, they're dead. Alright, so Ara manages to connect the Dora.
Cheez.
And Nazo's cleaned up the hand a little bit now with a much wider Ishan 10.
Chi from LMMD, maybe just trying to get 10 higher, but also has an Itsu chance.
Yeah, at this stage, I'm imagining they're looking for the Itsu. Like, you see Akamicha cutting, yeah, a fair bit of Manzu.
So Nazo does have a Sanchoku chance here, but it would be free 10, so they throw it away.
Yeah, at this stage in the hand, trying to get back towards the Tempai is a bit of a tough ask. There is not quite Tempai still.
Yeah, the massive Vishan 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Tempai for Nazo. Ricci's waiting on the 4-7 pin, which there is 2 left.
Yeah, surprisingly, still 2 4-pins in the wall.
Oh, 5 so.
Yeah, this hand just managed to not ever find a way to get the tempo for Ara.
They threw out the wrong part of their pair first. The
Yeah.
shape. Oh! And does get a safe tempo at the end. So.
And all the 4 pins in the wall.
Hmm. So Ara keeps his dealership.
Yeah, no, great for them. They need to try and just pile on the points. Unable to convert the last hand, but there is always next hand. This hand isn't too bad for Ara. Everyone else pretty standard.
Yeah, not bad for Weeaboo once he gets rid of all the honors. You know, looking at some sort of Tanyao, connected to Dora.
Yeah, just needs to keep working on palming off the honors. LMD's hand also coming together.
That is 5 pairs for Nazo. Good Dorotanki.
Good Dorotanki. This is where the Hanimans do come from.
There's a Baiman. Ooh, Aka Baiman draw. Massive.
Yeah, really good for Weeaboo. This hand has the potential to be worth a lot. Just double check.
Oh.
Yeah, we are still looking for the last Dora.
Ishan 10 for Ara.
Yeah, very nice Shanten.
Boom.
Again, not
Combo Weeaboo. Cuts through 3 pin. Ishan 10 for Tanyao, Dora Aka.
yeah, opening up just to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, sort of middle of the second row, so of course.
Ishan 10 for LMMD. Or Richie Dora 1.
Dara again is unable to find this tempo.
Oh, that also drop will give Weeaboo Tenpai. Waiting on the 3-6 mon.
2 3s,
3
1 6
left.
Yeah,
Oh, 3 mon gets drawn by. Alright, I think that's
that'll probably
gonna
be,
come
yeah.
out.
Unless they can somehow find a way,
No.
but yeah. So Weeaboo does manage to convert Tanya Aka, Dora. Manages to close the gap on Ara a little bit.
And he still has his dealership left.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nazo opens up with a 9-man pawn, looking to convert just to a quick win. They are in third place, fair bit behind second at this stage.
But it is their dealership.
Yeah, so you're just trying to cash in your points here while you have them. Come back with something maybe a bit more expensive next hand if you can.
Bit awkward since they can't really call any other tiles other
No.
than the chin.
They are pretty much relying on the Chun, unless they can manage to pair up the Hatsu. But I mean, Weeaboo has 2 of them. And the last is in LMD's hand, so yeah, that's not happening. So then the Haku is the other option.
So there's a South Dora in everyone but the dealer's hand, but the dealer has pawned 9 mon, so...
Yeah, that's a little bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, we see Ara like just does not want to ever get rid of that South, so he's committing to a Cheetoy.
And yeah, he's Shanten now. There
Ooh,
is the
Haku.
Haku.
We cut the 4-pin here. Likes to cut the 5 and 6, so trying to maximize the value if you can get both the Haku and the Chun, rather than only being able to pawn 1.
Home.
So Haku pawn now waiting on the Chun 4-pin.
One in Ara's hand. I imagine. What? There's a chance it comes out.
I think
But
they'll keep it.
yeah, I imagine they'll keep it. If you pick up.
I feel like most tiles are going to be more dangerous, less dangerous than the Nan and the Chun.
Long.
Yeah, what I saw was an isolated 4-pin in LMD's hand that might have come out, which it did.
Yeah. It's a bit too focused on the cheat toy, I guess. I was thinking if you pick up the South Dora, sorry, no, if you pick up the 9-pin for your 10 pie, then the Chun.
Yeah, then the Chun will probably come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did see at the very end of that Weeaboo was also Dorotanki at the end.
Yeah. That's not unexpected because, yeah, as you said, the dealer's got a 9-man pawn, which is just a bit weird. No one really wants to throw the door, so everyone just kind of ends up waiting on it. Weeaboo, a lot of pairs.
Yeah, South are shared between Ara and Weeaboo though. I was wondering with LOMD whether he would take the similar approach as the Toy Toy before and like commit to, you know, either a Pinzu Honitsu or Toy Toy by cutting like the 4-man, for example.
Yeah. It feels trying to go for this like lock in the Toy Toy immediately feels slow sometimes because you just get stuck waiting on very specific tiles. Yeah, especially
Not only do you have to pair up tiles, but then you have to pawn them.
Yeah. Just like allowing yourself that flexibility to change it to somewhere else if you want to go for pure value feels nice to me. So we see 3 people now with one of the doors and none of them secured. There's a Khan.
Well, that 6-man Dora did help LMMD.
Yeah. So I imagine now Toy Toy. I mean, there's not a chance it happens, but now with your Dora, I kind of just want to cash this in.
Don't cheat it, Nazo. No! I don't think it really helped the speed much in his hand by cheating.
No,
I didn't want him to.
It's locked him into the Tan Yao, and you've still got this uncompleted 7-8 Rian Men with the 9 so in the pond already. Like, yeah, it's just.
And they had to break a completed set to cheat that.
Yeah. Chun pair up.
Chun.
Yeah.
And there is one in Weeaboo's hand, but I think they might be out.
Yeah, with that 8
Oh,
pin,
but he draws it himself.
5-8 man weight is Puritan.
Right.
So LMMD.
One left.
1 8-man left. Yeah, no 5 man.
It's okay. We're trying to draw the 6-man here.
Ideally, honestly, yes.
Oh wait, that's Tenpai for Ara. He would have to cut the Akka 5-man after a 4-man Tadashi. He does.
Cheez.
Waiting on the south 8, so the edges are dead. He can only wait on the south.
So imagine we're gonna see the Dora Tanki. Yep.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There is no way you're gonna cut a 6-man after a 7-man Tadashi. They cut the 8 and 9-man already. What could they possibly have?
Oh.
No! Aura! Deals into the Chun Toy. Hearts Dora to 12,000. Drops Aura from first to second and gives LMMD a massive comeback potential.
Yeah. So it turns out chasing the toy here hasn't ended up working out.
I told you we're looking for the Dora here.
Yeah. And we got it. I was wondering, I was like, oh, it's gonna be really hard. But the the Freeman pawn, just to lock it in, yeah. Spicy.
And then now, LMD going for that Honetsu with a Hatsu pair and an Akka. So looking for another 12,000.
Yeah, LNMD's team is towards the bottom of the table. If they want to have any chance of making cutoff, this is the kind of way you need to play. Just push for every Hanuman or boom, whatever you can get. Haku Pondo is gonna probably put a big dampener on this. It's Ishanten for Ara.
Yeah, LMD shooting not on the 5-pin would have made the rest of his shapes kind of awkward. Meanwhile, we did see Nazo reach Tenpai waiting on the south 2-man Champon. 1 south in Weebu's hand. And 1 of each left.
Yeah, which I imagine we'll see the south stay in Weebu's hand, but LMMD is gonna be pushing anything here. This
リーチ
That's
is
Tenpai.
Senpai. I do.
Waiting on 1 4-pin.
Oh, 1 4-pin. Yeah,
Cheez.
okay.
So
Yeah.
1 pin is 1 left. Oh, but the south gets demoed by Nazo. Really unfortunate for LMMD.
1 aura. Just a lucky
Doesn't make a
in the long run.
difference.
In this case, it didn't. No. And South 4, so for LMMD, who did manage to eventually make a comeback in the last hand, just had to pay dealer rates on a Mungun.
Don't worry, we just need a Hanuman Sumo here. LMMD, let's go.
And the other free players separated by just over 3k points.
Yeah, Nazo, who's currently in first, does have a relatively fast hand, being able to pawn the Hatsu.
Yep.
Oh, and that 5-pin was really nice.
Yeah, so what's probably gonna happen here, I imagine, if anything else they can call, which like the Supin, the Haku's gonna come, which would be taken by
I hope it doesn't get pawned.
Yeah, it's not
No.
really what you want to see because
Yeah.
your value's just gone to nil basically, but
You know, yeah, I get it in that to play the highest point EV there, you have to pawn the Haku for that hand. But if you consider
本
the whole scenario, you just have to go for first, no matter how low the percentage is.
本
Sure.
Meanwhile, Weeaboo trying to fight for that first does need that south though, which has already in one cut. Oh!
Oh,
But the
he's
other one
just-
comes out.
ポン
It's still a Shanten though.
Shanten, headless, yeah, looking for a pair here.
Hara is also Ishanten. If they get the 2-pin,
リーチ
they won't have enough, but they get the 5-man, so they can wait on the Dora. Oh no, that's not Tenpai for Nazo.
Tenpai for LMD. And no, it's not Tenpai for Weeaboo. How it is.
About that Tenpai. So 3-6 pin.
Mhm.
Well, first of all, 4-pin is too low.
カン
Oh. Okay. 3-6 pin is 3 left.
Yes. One in the.
ツモ
There it is.
When it comes out.
Weeaboo locks in the first,
Yep, but the game continues.
but the game continues. And that's sort of the difficulty when sitting in South 4 is now you need a way to close out the game without losing your first. Sand for them though, has the potential to cash in for some more points. Weeaboo's team, 6th place. So again, Aeromangosaurus, they're looking for more points because you just want more points with however the league works. But they're not as incentivized to push as hard as some of the other players here.
So, Ara probably doesn't have a good enough chance to get first, but definitely should try for second.
Yeah.
And they could with some sort of Riichi Sanshoku, Riichi Haku, Tsumo, you know.
Yeah, for Ara, the team is below Nazo's team. No, sorry, is above Nazo's team. So you don't want Nazo to win over you because, you know, with larger point swings, it's going to make it harder to make a comeback.
And of course, you still need points anyway because you are currently below the cutoff.
Yeah.
We do see that LMMD is Ishanten for Arichi Pinfu Aka.
Mm-hmm.
Actually not the worst hand because, you know, you can get apart to Tsumo or and
Yeah.
that would be enough to climb to second.
And I mean, this hand isn't really lending itself towards any more value than that, so you kind of just need to hope. Go for the Hail Mary.
Weeaboo is also Ishanten, would like a 3 or 6 though, because then you'd have Pinfu with a potential Ipeka.
リーチ
But Calamity does get Tenpai with the Sandman Charm, 3-6 9-pin. 9-pins are dead. 6-pin is 1 left. 3-pin is 1 left.
ポン
This is kind of the ideal situation for Weeaboo.
Hmm.
Because now you can probably try to safely fold the hand away. You know people are going to push because people need points, and it's into last place. So you're not too worried about being overtaken.
Yeah. Obviously, you wish you could
Gee.
get more points,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you do see Nazo pushing.
ドン
You don't want to accidentally deal into a Tanyao Aka 3 and suddenly you lose your first place.
Yes.
So Nazo does deal into LMD's hand in the end for reach pin through Aka.
Does manage to barely keep the second.
Yeah, thank God no Ura there.
Yeah. And Weeaboo closes up the game. We've seen another plus 57 for his team. They'll cash that into the bank. Alright, Gudetama doesn't want an interview, so we will jump into another match just to finish this off. Have you have any left? I assume we do. Usually there's one that runs late, right?
Yep, I believe there's still one running. The rate. Oh no, that one's finished. So let's go to the other one.
That one is finished. Yep, you're right.
Yeah. All right. So where are we at? South 3. Rachel in first place as the dealer right now, waiting on the 360. IOSQ is also Tenpai on a 360 and does sumo for Tanya only.
So yeah, Rachel's team is in 8th place right now, so she would love to be able to convert this.
Yeah, my team.
Yep.
Has quite a nice South forehand.
Yeah, you're pretty much happy to take this Tanya Nomi and finish the game. At the same time, if you can get more points, you take it for sure, but... Meanwhile, so we got Chui here, the final dealership.
Yeah, would like to grab second at least if they can before the dealership ends.
Yeah. Poor Uni fan here, who is Uni, the guy we just interviewed in the last game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Losing all the points just gained.
Yeah, that's kind of how Mahjong goes sometimes. Chui
Ooh.
looks to be... Well, they've got options, but they can pivot to Chitoy. Tanya, Chitoy, Dora 1 is already, you know.
I would have personally just full speed ahead with the Hatsu cut because that 3-man does have its use.
Yeah, it's...
Kang.
You're unlikely going to make use of the Hatsu. And now we got some more Dora. ISQ with 2 extra. Pretty sunset.
But kind of awkward hand still.
Yeah,
You see 1 zone, 1 3 is already.
so in ISQ's position, he's Tanya dreaming, right?
Tal dreaming.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, Tal dreaming, yes. Yeah, you're okay with a second?
Yeah. I mean, you can't realistically get a first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
We'll need to reach you to have Yaku to send, most likely. Though.
Oh.
Or we could find the Ipeka and make use of Orvadora.
Or a Sulanka.
Or Suanka.
Well, it's dead since 1 and 3 so are Engine fans.
Ah,
And-
yeah.
Oh, what now?
You probably... yeah.
I would have liked the 1 so.
I
maybe.
think I would have got one so here as well. I guess they could be worried about Unifan, but I mean,
Nah.
they're not gonna call a one so in negative 3k points. Rachel.
So Ishan 10 for Rachel, yeah.
Yeah, still searching for the Tenpai.
She'd probably cheat the Kanchan 5-pin and 7-pin.
Boom.
Wonder what she'll do with the 2-pin. I think she would still cheat it.
Yeah,
And pawn as well.
Unfortunately for Rachel, yeah, her Kamicha Unifan hasn't really been offering much up.
Cheez.
Better Ishan 10 for Chewy, but it is 310 on the 1-4 pin.
Hmm.
We'll get pawned, I think. Oh, doesn't. Oh, but gets Senpai anyways.
Waiting on the Kanchan 7. 2 left.
Home.
And now
Pong.
Uni waiting on the Kanchan 2, so
And no Yaku.
no Yaku. There's only 1 left, and Chewy waiting on the 2-pin 5, so Shave.
Oh, but Rachel Sumo's a 7 pin. So Sumo, Tanyao, Aka, 1,000, 2,000.
Yep. That's great. Great.
And IOSQ is also happy with that, getting to keep his 2nd place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep the 2nd. Telltale Dreaming isn't looking for much more. They're just looking to not shed points. But yeah, your team, Mitsuhanko. Solid 50k points put into the bank there.
Hey.
If everything is updated, which it is, yep. We'll just bring up the stats here again. If I can find my OBS, there we go. So, sitting where we are now at the end of the games on Saturday, so Unistar Fan Club managing to hold on to the top 8. UW, I think they fell out of it. And it's climbed up. Were you 9th at the start? Or?
No. UW was below.
Below.
So Itsuanko popped back up above Uni Fan Club. They did play together in both games, so they swapped back. FA team, we saw they got that small 2nd.
Yep.
So they didn't move much.
They didn't move much, but they've still left themselves in a position to be able to convert tomorrow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Junk and Sumo got quite the heavy 4th, so they've dropped well below. Urasan, on the other hand, managed to get a massive 3rd, so they popped back up and are pretty safe, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say the top 6 pretty safe at this stage.
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely, ignoring big point swings tomorrow, but
I think even if Mungosaurus gets 3/4, on average that might be like -50. And I think 20 points would be enough.
Yeah, at this stage it's looking like somewhere around there is going to be enough regardless, yeah. So at this stage, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, that's what we're sort of looking at.
Yeah.
To try and figure out where the positions will lie. So, yeah, exciting times tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look of the schedule. Anything of interest? Ooh, Sunday's second set of games.
Yeah.
The 3rd table has 7th, 9th. Oh wait, Junken's the most looked down by that. But that would still be quite an interesting game to watch.
Yeah. Trying to see if any of the other games.
Yeah, I don't think we have any more than 2 of them playing at the same time.
Yeah. No
massive battle.
No massive Kingmaker tables.
Yeah.
But we'll be ending it up here. So again, thanks for joining us. Thank you again, Cheez, for offering up your time.
No worries. We've got some pretty fun Hanchans.
Yeah, some good games tonight from everybody involved. We'll be back tomorrow with Jay, I believe, unless he's going to ask me again to cover for him. I
think, and Daske and Shori, I believe.
Yeah, you got all the big names coming down to help you guys out with the commentary. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow.